Hey guys, it's Jess and Shani. How are you guys? We're doing pretty well.
Yes.
We're going to start off today's first podcast with a bit of a catch up, but I think we are a little bit on the nervous side because obviously this is our first.
My heart is racing fast. Look, it already races fast normally.
Joys of pots, mate, tell ya.
Good old pots. But yeah, I'm quite nervous, but I'm also very excited though too because this has been so long coming for us to do this.
I think it's more of just having to sit down and be in front of the camera. It's definitely no way in being nervous and talking to you guys, but I think the camera, well, we all know the camera adds on 10 pounds and it probably adds on some anxiety too as well.
100%. But yeah, we got each other, so that's the main thing. And
yeah, well, Jess, how was your week this week, my dear?
My week was quite tough, not gonna lie. It was very emotionally draining and mentally, but the positive was we got out and about on Sunday and we went down to Emerald Lake, which I love. Just Emerald in general, just getting down there.
Beautiful area.
So peaceful down there. And then we ended up going to the Emerald Bakery. If you haven't heard that before, it's a must to visit.
Yes.
It has a lot of goodies, and my all-time favorite, a cauliflower and broccoli pie.
And do you know what? I was skeptical. I like my broccoli and cauliflower. In a pie, I was a bit, okay. It's actually the best pie I've ever had. Bomb. I said to Jess, I'm literally just going to come back here on my day off and just get a pie. It's expensive. It's worth it. But if you definitely feel like a sweet treat as well, Jess and I both had the chocolate mousse to ourselves. Recommend for next time.
Just share it.
They're very sweet, a bit on the pricey side, so definitely share
very sweet and very rich as well.
And you know what, the mousse that we had, it had like a cookie or like a cake in it, and it was very nice, but again it was in a little can and could easily be split, which
100%.
But the way they had things in like the mousse in a can, I thought that was awesome.
It was really cute. It's like those viral like drinks that you see now where
like
they
the coffees.
Do the coffees with it was similar to that with the mousse in it, which I thought was quite cute.
I've had a juice like that because we went to a sandwich place last year, remember, or this year, and my juice was actually in a can. Felt weird. It felt like I was drinking a soft drink, but it was actually just an orange juice.
Weird. And you got a cute little tab as well that you pull back, which I thought it would be more like a harder top for some reason, but it was quite soft. A soft little pulling.
Do you know what it is? It's Emerald is known as the more of the older generation.
Older generation.
I don't think we want our lovely 80-year-olds struggling to open their mousse, because
definitely not.
If I'm a girl on my period and I want my mousse,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
How about you, Shani? How was your week?
Well, I went to Emerald Lake as well, and it was very, very nice. And I just had work this week, dropping off my siblings to school, as one does. Joys of being a big sibling. But got back to work tomorrow as well, which I can't complain. I love work, but stabbing people all day gets a bit exhausting.
She's a vampire.
Yeah, I work in pathology, so
You actually do have a funny story about that too. Well, I think it's funny.
Yeah, which one's that one?
When you took my blood when I was like half asleep.
So when I first started, which don't let my trainers hear this, when I first started, Jess was staying the night and she needed a blood test and a fasting blood test, and I thought, well, you're at my house anyway, let me just take the blood in the morning and I'll go to work the next day, because we work on Saturdays in pathologies, it's always short shifts.
Mind you, it was like 6 a.m. in the morning.
Oh yeah,
or 6:30.
It's about 6:30.
Early.
Yeah. And I was like, Jess, hang out your arm. She's like, what? Okay, got the tourniquet up, sucking her blood, and she's just chilling there, laying upright, going, oh, okay, my bestie's taking my blood right now. What are you going to do with it? I said, I promise I'm going to go and get it tested. I think I had to get you to go pee in a cup too as well.
Yeah. No, I don't think so, because I just went back to sleep straight afterwards.
No, because I think you did one the night before, didn't I?
I did the night before, maybe. Yeah. If you like pee in this cup, I'm like, yeah, sure. So Shani has seen my pee on numerous
I've seen other things too as well.
Well, that's how close we are, I
thought that was pretty fun, and I was pretty proud of myself, because this is when I could stop doing that. When I first started too as well, because I got her vein on the first go, and Jess is very, very notorious for having horrible veins.
I have horrible veins. Whenever I go anywhere else but to Shani, they stab me so many times, like, what do you call it? A pincushion?
Yeah, pincushion.
I become a pincushion, honestly. Like,
you become like a voodoo doll, really. Because with the voodoo dolls, you're like, chung, 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 chung. And I didn't realize how bad it was until she just recently, not long ago, she was at hospital and they poked her so many times, and then her poor hand was all bruised, which, mind you, no discredit to the nurses, because I know how hard it is to get veins, but oh my goodness, I just felt sorry for her because she was quite bruised.
Yeah, I had a mess. It was, bruise there, bruise everywhere. But every time I go and someone else is doing the bloods other than Shani, all I want to do is just call up and be like, can we please get Nurse Shani?
Yeah. Please.
It's
a shame because I am a nurse, but go figure, I work in pathology and I can't cannulate, so go figure too as well.
Look, I do like the positivity that the nurses do have, because they always ask, how's your veins normally?
Yes.
And I normally try to point them to the right direction, but I always tell them, honestly, my veins are shit. No one can normally get them.
Yeah.
But they're normally pretty positive with it, and they give it a good go.
Do you know what, though, I like about Jess is she actually warns them, because I have plenty of patients not warn me beforehand, and I'm like, I'm struggling a bit. And then it's not until afterwards, oh yeah, by the way, my veins aren't great, didn't want to tell you. And I'm like, no, I need you to tell me, because we can use smaller needles. We can use different, process.
Yes. And it doesn't hurt anymore either, honestly.
You're probably so
used to it. So used to it. But yeah.
But yeah, so that's a little bit about ourselves and our week. So yeah, Jess, what are we going to do today?
We're going to actually do this new thing that I actually never heard of before. Shani suggested it to me, and it's called Am I the A-hole? Now, we're not going to say the swear word because we can't, unfortunately.
With YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, especially TikTok and Instagram, we cannot swear. Jess and I, we love to swear. Our friends know this. We've got sailor mouth, that's for sure. Yes. And unfortunately, we need to be a little bit responsive to our swearing. So we will try and put a little few in there, but it has to be a bit responsible. Yes. And that's why we have to say a-hole rather than the full word, because we don't want to have it redacted or audio removed or anything, because we've already had that happen a couple times.
Yes, so, with our last
videos. So bear with us, but I'm sure we can still make you laugh without the swear words. So
fingers crossed.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, so I got Jess into Am I the A-hole? So this is the first time reading the story, so we'll see.
Yeah, so we're going to read a story out each, and then we're going to give our little review whether they are an a-hole or not.
Yep. And I'm going to close my laptop for this because I want to be quite in tune to listening to this.
Yes. Now, mine is unfortunately super long, but I chose someone, it's not a wow factor, but I chose one that's more like could resonate with a lot of people potentially. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. It is quite long. I will try to read it.
Bear with us, but hey, if you're not a fan of listening to the Am I the A-hole stories, there is no stress at all, because we're going to be doing different things each podcast. Every podcast is going to be that little bit different, whether it's something funny, whether it's something serious. Jess was saying a little bit earlier before, she's got POTS, and we both do suffer with chronic illnesses, and we wouldn't mind touching base on that. But it's up to you. You listen to what you want to listen to. If there's stuff that you think, hey, I want to hear that from you guys, let us know, because we're so happy to cover all sorts of topics.
We're happy for anything.
Literally anything, from even touching on a little bit on politics, not too major, to news in, what's happening with the news, like the fuel prices at the moment, because that's an absolute shocker at the moment.
Absolute shocker.
I feel for people, really. I'm lucky. I only have to drive 20 minutes to work. I'm very lucky in that sense. I feel for everyone driving further than that. But like I said, we're going to cover a good range of topics I think.
Yep.
So
one niche is just not good enough for us.
No, man. No, it's not. So if you don't want to listen to the Am I the A-hole, it's like, oh, it's not your thing, just fast forward, or just play it anyway and just see if it gets a bit funnier or a bit interesting. So
all right, so here we go. Am I the A-hole for expecting, of course,
a truck goes past, literally.
Sorry,
guys. You guys won't hear it, but we do, unfortunately.
Sorry about that. But yeah. Anyway, am I the a-hole for expecting my girlfriend to do my half of her chores as well? All right. I've been having arguments with my girlfriend regarding chores for a while, and it just doesn't make any sense. When we started dating, she mentioned how she doesn't want to be a mum to me and wants me to handle myself regarding domestic duties. I was completely fine with that. I was living on my own when we met and did everything by myself, managed my own life, no problem at all. Hats off to him. We moved in together and we clashed a fair bit and decided it would be best to just assign certain chores and stick with that.
Fair.
She hates being in the kitchen and doesn't want to cook. She also doesn't like doing the dishes because of her nails. I thought that was a pretty lame excuse, but whatever.
I think that's pretty lame too. I know plenty of people that will wash their hair. You know how many times I have to wash my hands at work? Like, come on.
Girl,
definitely doesn't work in healthcare or hospo.
Yeah, definitely not. Hospo, oh my God, the sinks that I put my hands in. Never again. Where was I up to?
Sorry, Dal.
That's okay. I agreed to do everything in the kitchen. That means all the cooking, dishes, cleaning pans, wiping down stove / countertop, etc.
Yep.
Personally, I thought that was phenomenal. Deal for her, even if she did everything else.
Yeah.
She said, okay, you handle that and we'll separate everything else in half. So literally all the other chores separate in half. We'll split the laundry, split the cleaning, bathroom / toilets, take turns grocery shopping, etc. Now, if everything was shared, I'd be fine with that. But she wants me to handle the entire kitchen by himself.
Okay.
See,
question is, do they both work full time?
I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Her argument is, well, you know how much I hate these chores, but I'm willing to split it with you, and that shows how much I want to be a team, as I'm not flat out refusing and being difficult. That doesn't make any sense to me. First of all, if I'm handling the kitchen for both of us, which is daily, I think it's more than fair for you alone to handle laundry weekly, cleaning toilets, bathrooms weekly, etc. When I ask her to do my laundry or iron my clothes or anything like that, she'll say that I'm not your maid or your mum. What the F?
What the hell?
What the hell? What the F am I not being your private chef? ? Am I not being your private dishwasher? I'm not throwing it in your face because I'm willing to do it for both of us.
No.
Also, frankly speaking, I don't give a F if you hate chores. It's part of being an adult. They need to be done, and that's not a good excuse to pin more on your partner because they're unable to deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm just frustrated. I honestly thought this would be I do this for both of us. 50/50. You do this for both of us, etc., which would be so easy, but it's not. I don't even think I'm being unreasonable at all. In fact, I think I'm being more than fair. So that is our little...
I definitely think he's doing a lot more than, what's expected, because I feel like typically in a relationship, I find that most times women will do more of the kitchen duties and like the men will do like, the garbage, maybe do the laundry, or a lot of the outdoor. Like, I'm guessing, if she doesn't like doing the kitchen, does that mean she's doing the outdoor work?
Yeah, well, she probably doesn't want to get her hands dirty outside either, I assume.
Do you know what? I definitely don't have fancy nails, so I can't understand in that front. But I can say that there's plenty of chores I don't want to do. Sometimes I don't want to cook. Sometimes I don't want to do laundry.
100%.
But guess what? In that saying, I don't have a partner to rely on to do that. But it's still not, I'm not going to push it to someone else to do. Like, it's meant to be fair. So if he's doing all the kitchen stuff, she can definitely more than happy, pick up, a bit more.
A bit more,
but the
100%.
Fact, what I think I'm a bit frustrated at is the fact that she's the one that keeps saying 50/50, but yet he's doing all the kitchen stuff. And then when they mention all these other chores, instead of her taking the brunt of them, she says, well, we're going to split all those. Yeah. Where's the 50/50?
Where's the 50/50?
It sounds like he's doing 70 and she's doing 30, and that's even when she does it.
Yeah, 100%. And even just asking for your partner to just do a chore and then slightly just saying no because I don't want to be your mum. Like, sometimes in a relationship it's like 70/30, 90/10. Like, sometimes just get up and help your partner. They might just be struggling that day. Get up and help them.
I think, you know what I find is when you're obviously in need of help and you're like, no, don't help me. And obviously we've all done it.
100%.
We've all done it. But I think in that moment it's like, no, you need to help. Like, I need your help. And your partner shouldn't be like, oh, I can't be. Okay, yep, no worries. Give me 10 minutes and then I'll come out and help. I can understand if they've walked through the door at work, they can't be bothered. That's fair. I'm the same.
Yeah.
Give me 10 minutes and then I'm going to jump in and help. What do you need? Like, what did you get your partner to do last night because you were tired?
Yeah, so we got into the kitchen together, actually, for once. I just said, look, I'm feeling very exhausted. Can you help just cut up the potatoes and vegetables for me while I get the meat and the rest of the dish ready? So that was really good. And so he cut the veggies, then he went and played his games, and I just looked after the rest of the meal pretty much.
But it's like, you knew you needed a bit of help. Like, obviously we don't expect you to come in and take over and do everything, because that's not what we want you to do. If I ask you just to do a couple of things and you can do that, great. That's all I need.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I think he's definitely not
I
the
don't
a-hole.
think he's the a-hole. I think he's
she
being
is
fair, and she's an
the fact that she's
a-hole.
like, I don't want to be your mum, but yet she's treating him like he has to be the mum.
Which I get. Like, I've been in relationships where it's like you're like telling them constantly, like, can you pick this up? Can you do this? And you feel like they're not going to do it unless you say something. Like, sorry guys, PS to men out there, just like sometimes think for yourself, and you know, it will help so much, and then you won't, then your girlfriends won't feel like they're pestering you all the time. Just like think for yourself a little bit.
Also, if you think they're angry at you and you haven't done something wrong, you've 100% done something wrong. There's nothing to you guys, because hey, we do stuff wrong too. Us ladies, we definitely do stuff wrong too. But you men, if she's angry, it's for a reason, and even if you're right, you're not right.
Yes, 100%. Sorry, I was just reading some.
No, you're right. Comments. Oh, what do the comments say?
So someone's like, NTA, I don't know what that stands for.
Not the a-hole.
Oh, not the a-hole. See, look, I'm new to it. Kitchen chores are the worst. Living with someone who doesn't understand this is a pain. Laundry is by far the easiest chore. It's 10 minutes of actual work, loading and unloading / putting away. I agree. I would prefer doing laundry over dishes.
Do you know what? Dishes. I actually prefer dishes. I'm a dishes girl. If someone says, depends on how bad they are, because I hate gross stuff on dishes. I do. Yeah. But if someone says, do you, because the thing is, this might be from America, because I find America, they don't hang out there washing a lot. They use dryers more than us. So obviously we're in Australia. We don't use dryers often. Like we just bought a new dryer the other day, and it's only 6 kilos. So you can literally fit like a quarter of a load in there. So you're going to have to hang out. I hate hanging out washing.
Yeah, we have to hang out washing in Australia.
Yeah, we do it more often here. Like, obviously, there's a few situations where you might need a dryer. Like, for me, I know with my work uniform, I prefer putting it in the dryer because I find that it dries properly because my uniform's very thick with scrubs.
Yeah.
I do hang it out sometimes on a good day. But the thing is, we're in Melbourne. Our weather is so unpredictable. I had to go. I kept telling Jess there was so many days I had to do washing, and I held off, and then I was finally going to do it, and there was 4 days in a row where it was
just raining. It's like where else do you put it? I hang mine up inside now, but that's also because I got allergies, so I'm trying to reduce my allergies. But it doesn't dry as well as it does outside. No, it doesn't. It takes a while. You literally like unload it, and then it's loaded the next day, pretty much, and it's just like an endless chore. But
literally.
But yeah, what's your one, Shani? And I shall put my laptop down now.
Oh, she's going to listen to me now.
We're going to listen to... I was about to call you by your nickname that you do not like.
Oh, please do not say that in front of people.
Yes. We've got a fair few nicknames to Shani, but we're not going to mention any of them because we don't want to embarrass her.
Not yet. Maybe till the 5th episode. Do you know what I love though? And I think both Jess and I have only just recently gotten into the MacBook craze. We were both not MacBook girls. I have to say, I've literally opened my phone onto here. Like, look at that.
Oh, wow.
So much easier.
It's so much easier. And to be fair, I follow Shani in every route, I swear. We had the same laptops back in high school too. Because I have no idea about technology, and I don't know, Shani's always the one I've gone to regarding technology because, I don't know, she's just savvy with it.
Do you know what it is? I had to teach myself everything growing up. So I had my own computer growing up, but I had to teach myself how to do all sorts of things. I used to download TV shows when I was like in primary school. So it's, you know.
She was a pirate. Don't tell anyone.
You know that ad that used to come up was like, you would never steal a DVD or you'd never steal a car. Well, you know, download it. I'm like, that was going to catch me. Like, I was stressed.
To be fair, that was my auntie and uncle too. The endless movies we got for free, but then also
we both come from big families. I'm sorry, and we're just looking at movie tickets today. Obviously they were cheaper back then.
Oh my god, so expensive.
Like, we get it a little bit cheaper, but a ticket from Hoyt Cinemas cost $28 on a Saturday.
My jaw dropped when I heard that. I was like, how are families able to live these days and just, you know, school holidays, getting your kids out and about, you know, away from the house, and just having to, obviously the kids' tickets would be cheaper, but
they're not by much, because so both Jess and I come from big families. So she's one of 4 siblings, I'm one of 5 siblings. My youngest 3 siblings are 12, 8 and 6, right? Taking them 3 plus me and my mum, that's what, 5 people, so family of 5. It does get expensive.
100%.
Truck coming past. But it does get expensive. So, you know, I hate when people say, oh, we'll just go see a movie. Okay, $28 for a ticket. That's for yourself. What, like $15 for a popcorn and drink combo?
I think it's almost $20 now.
God forbid you want Maltesers and an ice cream. You know?
Yeah. See, I was never allowed to have ice cream when I went to the cinema. It was just popcorn and water. Yep. We weren't even allowed to have Diet Coke or Coke.
Do you know what? I wasn't allowed either, but I did get to a point where I would just have it and not say anything. And then the amount of times my mum would come to the fridge and she's like, there's no drink left. Who drank it? And I'm like, not me. But it was literally me. So I'm drinking my tea first because we want to make sure my throat is ready.
Yes, we actually got this when we were traveling in Europe.
Mm-hmm. These are both Jess's cups. She did the cute thing by getting mugs, but it was hard to find space in her suitcase.
Yes, it took up too much space.
I did the kind of smart thing because I did postcards.
Yeah, which is fair.
But then I buy a lot of other souvenirs.
Yeah, I ended up getting magnets towards the end because
she just couldn't fit it
in. It ended up being like a kilo of mugs.
So, literally, hers. Literally. Yeah. And then she was like, "Can you fit anything?" And I'm like, honey, my suitcase is already like
full to the brim.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is, am I the...
She said it.
Am I the a-hole? And I said it in my head, don't say it. Am I the a-hole for making my girlfriend leave the country?
Oh, we got another girlfriend, boyfriend one.
I know. We're
leaving the country. Oh, I know. Okay, juicy.
All right. So this is my first time posting on Reddit, so forgive any errors or if the format is weird. I also can't give too many details as my girlfriend and a lot of close friends are avid Redditors, so they go through Reddit a lot.
Damn.
So I, 28 male, have been dating my girlfriend, 27 female, for 5 years. We met in college when she was where she was an international student. She started working after graduating while I am currently doing a master's. I'm going to sit forward because the sun's like decided to blind me.
Oh no.
Her company...
Do you want to swatch seats?
No, it's right. I got it. That worked. Actually, I'll just sit up like this.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, I'll re-go from there. So she started working after graduating while I'm currently doing a master's. Her company was sponsoring her visa until they got bought out and she got laid off. So she was given a time to find a new employer to sponsor her new visa, and it really stressed her out. She was applying to jobs every day, did a lot of interviews, but unfortunately she wasn't able to get an offer. Okay. She really wanted to stay since she loves the place, and she obviously her partner would still be in the country. While I was out with a buddy, he suggested that I sponsor her visa since we have been in a relationship for quite some time. I love her and I didn't want to see her so stressed out, so I told her about the idea. She was a bit hesitant at first. She said she didn't want me to think that she was with me so that way she'd get a permanent residency and visa.
Fair enough.
But I wanted her to stay in the country and I wanted to do it. We consulted an immigration that was a big one. We consulted an immigration consultant and decided to do the paperwork on our own. She was the one who mostly looked into the stuff we needed to prepare. She still applied for jobs, but not as urgently as she used to, and it took a while since we never really had anything joint. So obviously like savings and banks and things like that.
Yeah.
We lived together and just split the bills on our own. She had enough saved up to be okay for a while. So that would be like us in Australia, but as de facto.
Yeah, okay.
I had to fill out some paperwork to be her sponsor, and I felt uneasy about it. I did want her to stay, but it felt like it was too much. Eventually, she was done with her part, and that all was left was mine.
Okay.
Oh, no. I finally told her that I didn't want to go through with it. She was very upset and asked why. I told her that I suggested the idea because I didn't want to see her stressed out all the time, and that I eventually realized I shouldn't have to be responsible for her.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, mate.
Ouch.
We had a long talk where I told her that I still want to be in a relationship with her, but I don't want to feel forced or be responsible for her.
Flip it.
Wow.
180 twist there. Oof.
Okay. So they're 27, 28? Jeez,
yeah,
okay.
I'm feeling a little bit emotional for this girl.
I know. She said she felt very hurt by what I said. Yeah, of course you would.
Of course.
Things changed and she didn't really want to talk to me after. She kept applying for jobs and attending interviews, but eventually her visa expired.
That's so sad.
Before she left, I told her I love her and that I would really want her to come back.
Oh, no.
Well, then do the papers.
Don't break up.
However, she told me that she sees me differently after the things I told her.
Oh no.
It has been a few weeks since she left. I miss her presence. I miss her cooking and being able to spend time with her. I still want a future with her. However, our close friends have been telling me that I was an I disagree, and I think that they are biased. Sorry, a-hole. So here I am asking what Reddit thinks. Am I the a-hole? Edit. I have read a lot of the comments and everyone seems to think I'm the a-hole. No.
She.
Taki mushrooms.
Taki mushrooms.
To those asking what my responsibilities would be, I would have to be financially responsible for her for 3 years. If she gets any government assistance or welfare, I would have to pay it back. Okay. I also can't sponsor anyone else. Well, you didn't want to sponsor her. Who else are you going to sponsor? After the 3 years have passed. Also, I listed what I missed about her in no particular order.
Okay.
I listed that I missed her cooking first, but it doesn't miss. I don't miss her.
You just miss her because she cooks and cleans and does everything
and
for
she's
you.
International, so their cooking will be way better.
Yes, very true.
He goes, I still stand by what I said. No one I know has to do anything like this. It just doesn't feel normal. But I would want to eventually have a home with her, but I don't think anyone should have to be responsible for another person's decisions or circumstances. I'm going to stop you right there, because if you marry someone, it's literally like you're going to be there for them financially. You're going to be there through sickness and health. You're going to be there through no matter what.
Yeah, 100%.
If you were really serious about your 5-year relationship and wanted to put a ring on it and have kids, are you going to support her financially through those 9 months, or do you want her
to fend for herself?
Right. The comments.
Oh, here we go.
You're the a-hole. If you don't intend to marry her, right, after 5 years, even if she has to leave the country because of it, you should read the room. She should read the room, and break up with you. If you really loved her, you'd move heaven and earth to keep her with you. Do the kindest thing for her and end the relationship, because you clearly don't love her enough. And someone just wrote, you're the a-hole, you're the a-hole, you're the a-hole.
Yeah. I agree. He's the a-hole.
Do you know why I think it is?
Although if it was a shorter relationship, I don't think he would have been. But because they were dating for 5 years, I think that's just, Do you
know what I think upsets me the most? Is he brought the idea up to her.
Yeah,
and got her hopes up, because he was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And she even said, are you sure? Because I don't want to put that pressure on you. And then he goes, yeah, of course. And then as soon as she's finished, turns around and goes, nah, sorry.
Flip 180. Let's get out.
Nah, I'm sorry.
Back to your country.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
You are 100%.
And she would have been getting her hopes up. She would have been like, oh, this is my man. We're going to get married. I'm going to stay in the country.
She was so excited.
She would have been so excited.
And clearly, she loved the country because you were there, and you didn't want to do the same by keeping her there.
That is so sad.
I can understand financially responsible for 3 years, but you said that she kept applying for jobs. Obviously, she wasn't applying for as much.
That's
because she wasn't as stressed about it, which is fair enough. But if you said, hey, make sure she would have.
Yeah, 100%. But you're the a-hole.
You're the a-hole.
My one isn't, and Shani's one is.
There you go.
Bit about Shani. I liked that one, actually. That was good.
That was a long one.
Mine was a little bit boring.
My mistakes,
but to be honest, there's a lot on Reddit that are really long too.
Yeah,
I couldn't find short ones.
That's okay. That's all right, because you know what? Some of these podcasts are going to be a bit long, so that's okay. So
yeah, and we were going to say that and mention that later on, that some of our podcasts might be 15 minutes, 10 minutes even. Some might be 30 to an hour. We're just literally going with the flow.
Yep.
Whatever.
100%.
So,
but so we thought we would end the podcast with a few questions. Jess, what do you say?
Yeah, I agree, because it's good to get to know one another, even though we've been friends for a while.
Yeah, but there's, you know what, we're not with each other 24/7, so we don't necessarily know everything about each other.
Exactly. As well as it's a chance for you guys to get to know us too.
Yeah.
And we will be sending out the night before or a couple nights before each podcast, and to see if you guys have any questions for us. So,
if
you
want to add anything,
add anything.
Yep. If there's anything you want us to touch base on, you're like, hey, no one ever touches base, let's have a look. Obviously, if there's certain topics that we think might not be appropriate, there's always going to be certain topics that won't be appropriate, but we're going to try our best to cover you know, what we can. And, you know, we want to have a bit of serious moments. We want to have a bit of fun with it. We want to have a bit of everything, you know.
You know what I just realized?
Yeah.
I got my glasses to so that I could read
I was
it,
gonna
and I
ask,
didn't even read.
I feel so bad because I was going to ask you about that, and I was like, no, she knows what she's doing. But it's funny because I was going to do this the whole time because that sun is literally in my eyes.
You.
But I'm looking down, so we're okay.
We'll put them on for now, but my eyes were hurting earlier. That's why I got them, but I didn't even wear them. I distracted her.
I always find
I get lost in Shani's eyes. Who couldn't?
Now do you do?
Girl, I want those eyes back out, please.
I'm sorry, I don't have siren eyes. You know what's the thing? Siren eyes. So.
Yeah, I don't know how girls can switch from that to that.
I know.
So who's reading first?
Well,
are we gonna do one by one, or
I think we'll go one by one.
One by one. All right,
babe. What is your favorite way to spend a weekend?
Oh,
you got a weekend off. What are we doing?
Way to spend the weekend.
Boyfriend.
Yes. This sounds a little bit weird and probably something bizarre, but it's low cost. Well, literally costs nothing. My partner and I like to go to aquariums and pet shops. Like
I didn't know where that was going.
You know, like the pet shop aquariums.
Yeah.
So we literally
the fish shops.
Yeah,
not the fish and chips.
The cute little turtles. But we literally go around and we'll like pick 3 or 4 and we'll just go to each of them on the same day and we'll literally walk in and Jordan gets so amazed by some of the animals. And he loves
that's fair.
He loves the scorpions. I love the tree frogs personally.
Yeah.
But if we're not doing that,
I love tree frogs.
I know they're so cute.
Yeah,
if I could have one, I would. And I swear when I go in there, it's like following me and it's like it's meant to be, but Jordan doesn't believe that.
I want a poison dart frog. That sounds so creepy.
It sounds creepy, but it's so cool though.
They're so pretty, and it's funny. I've got a TV show I watch has got a pretty cool thing, but I'll talk about that later.
That is, yeah. But other than that, it's mostly like at home, just chilling.
Yeah,
like or cooking in my downtime on the weekend. That's what I like to enjoy. Or movies, or Shani coming over.
I come over a lot.
Yeah, a lot of different things, but yeah, pretty chill.
Probably a little bit the same. I'm single, so I get to do whatever I want any weekend. But I like doing movies too. I also have a 12-year-old sister that I mentioned before, and she actually does netball, and I watch her netball games every Saturday. Or actually, I work every second Saturday, so I watch one game one Saturday and work the next. But so obviously, I don't always get a free weekend or free morning on Saturday, really. But I love to watch games. I love to go out with movies. I do like trying new things. I feel like I've been getting out of my comfort zone lately and trying new things when I can, but obviously, you know, money is always a tight thing.
Yes, money these days. I tell you. Struggle. All right, so Shani, what is your guilty pleasure?
So my guilty pleasure is so silly and stupid, and it's, I don't know, it is a guilty pleasure, but it's so weird. Ooh. I have this game and it's called Township on my phone.
Oh, Township, guys.
Yeah, okay. And it's so stupid because I literally used to come up on another game.
Yeah.
As an ad that I'd watch. And I was like, ooh, okay. And it's a mix of like Candy Crush, Farmville.
I love Farmville. The back in the days, Facebook Farmville days. Oh, they were elite.
Do you know what? People hated me. You'll see me go switch because the sun's now really coming in. But the Candy Crush was always my thing. I used to annoy people because I'd ask them for like hearts and things on Facebook, and they hated me. I had one person that didn't even know. Why do you keep asking for hearts? I was like, because I want to play my Candy Crush. Like I was so like into it. But that's my guilty pleasure. I find that if I have a break at work or I need to just have a bit of downtime and I don't want to watch TikTok. So I love my TikTok time. I love that.
Yeah.
But if I just want to see something different, don't want any drama, don't want to have to like anything, I'll pull up to
That's completely fair. And to be honest, those ads for some of these apps these days are so enticing well.
They are. So silly. And it's so silly. And also the ones that you play on the ads, nowhere near, but yeah, I still got addicted to it. So what about you? What's your guilty pleasure?
Well, mine's somewhat on the same lines as well. I think it's a little bit nerdier maybe. I'm not a gamer, but my partner's out of nowhere, he's like, I think you should download Hogwarts, the Harry Potter game, on my PlayStation, right? Because I'm home all the time. He's like, you need to do something. So I did.
From a true Gryffindor, because you're a Gryffindor too, aren't you?
I'm a Gryffindor, and I am on the game. But I downloaded it, and look, I don't play it heaps, but it is literally like something that is like my guilty pleasure. I'm just like, oh, I'm so enticed. Like, I get to like go and do one stuff, and not on top of that, my partner and I are watching all the Harry Potter and like the Fantastic Beast and all that in correctly order. Oopsies.
No, you're right.
So yeah, it's my guilty pleasure at the moment. I just love anything Harry Potter.
Do you know what makes me feel better? Because when I went to Japan last year, I bought her Harry Potter stuff. So I'm happy that I know that she does love her Harry Potter, because imagine me coming back with Harry Potter stuff and she's like, actually, I don't like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yes.
Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? You know. All right, here's one for you. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, Shani, you know this one. But does that count as an ick or a pet peeve, though?
Can be both.
All right. I absolutely, with a vengeance, absolute vengeance, hate ankle socks.
And what am I wearing?
She wears them all the... I'm sorry if that makes you guys feel sick hearing that, but it literally makes me sick to the core when I see ankle socks, especially when Shani takes them off and they're all sweaty and she chucks them. She chucks them at me. She deliberately chucks them at me. I think it's absolutely
her boyfriend throws his socks at me, so I think I just do it in revenge to her because she can't run anywhere.
Yeah, fair. Well, that was also a ick for me with my partner. He used to have ankle socks, and I'm sorry, Jordan, but they slowly disappeared. I don't know who got rid of them.
Where's Wally?
Honestly, I didn't get rid of them, but I'm glad that they've gone.
She did get rid of it. Yeah. What's my biggest pet peeve?
Yeah, Shani.
You'll know this. Burping.
She hates it.
I can't. Literally, it's gotten better over the years. You have to admit, it has gotten better. But if you do like really loud, disgusting burps, I will literally gag. And there have been times where I've literally thrown up from someone burping.
100%. And even if it's someone just doing like a fake burp, like my partner who loves to annoy Shani and egg her on. Yeah, she just can't handle that either.
And do you know what I think it comes from? I'm also a nurse, and whenever someone throws up, they do that gagging noise, that burping noise, and I think that's what affects me so much.
Yeah, like it's fair. Ugh. That's completely fair.
What's your next question, my dear?
Right. What show, movie, or book are you obsessed with currently?
Ooh. My show, actually, that's a good one. Actually, High Potential. I actually love High Potential.
Is it a series? Or?
It is a series. I think it's based off... I think they did a show back in the day, or it was based off a book, actually. I'll have to find out. I'm pretty sure it's based off a book. People tell me if I'm right or not, because I'm pretty sure it is, and it's based off another show. But it's like this woman, and she's got a really high IQ, but she's a single mother, so she didn't do much with it, so she was a janitor. And, you know, this isn't spoiling because this is all in the first episode, but she ends up figuring out a case, and she, you know how in those movies and TV shows they've got a board and they put all the victim photos and the evidence and stuff. She started writing stuff, got in trouble for it, but she was actually right. So she helped solve the case, and now she's a consultant on the show. So I would definitely go check out High Potential.
High Potential,
and that's where the poison dart frog can actually come in. Go figure, good circle. Because in one of the episodes, they put a poison dart frog inside the soap or the hand sanitizer, and it kills the patient. Or not the patient. Sorry,
was that a spoiler?
Person. Look, you should have watched it by now. That's honestly, sorry. It's season 1, and
spoiler
it's got 2 seasons now. So it's been out since
it's been out for a while. Then, obviously,
yeah.
All right.
So, what about you? What's your comfort, like, or show or whatever at the moment?
Mine at the moment, I'm getting more into like reality TV shows, if you want to say reality TV shows.
Oh, I think I know where it's going.
Nah, it's not maths, don't worry. This is just a different obsession at the moment. It's Vanderpump Villa.
Oh, no, you're not. She's
absolutely obsessed with it right now. But alongside that, Mum Talk as well, which is
I like Mum
following Mormon wives, and they both come into one another at one stage when a wife cheats on one of the Marciano. God damn it, Marciano. But I'm currently so obsessed with Marciano and Hannah and their dynamic and how effed it is. So yeah, that's my little obsessed
that show. Oh my goodness,
it's crazy.
And that that particular mum has got so much drama. I swear, she just blinks and drama just.
Taylor,
she causes it really, but you know, definitely follows her.
It's just drama everywhere. But yeah, that's why I'm here for the drama at the moment.
Us women though, we're no offense. We either love it, we either hate it, or we get involved in it. So.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, looks like it's my next question. Go to comfort food. Now this is saying pre any of your diet. What is your pre like your comfort food?
It would have to be any sort of pasta dish.
Yep.
And garlic bread. But finishing it off with like apple pie and ice cream afterwards. That's also, and it has to have Parmesan cheese on the pasta.
Yes.
It cannot.
It has
not
to be
have
good
it.
Parmesan cheese because there's some horrible quality ones out there that I've tasted, but I'm that one that likes it in either the green one or freshly shaved Parmesan. I'm with you on that one.
She's very bougie when it comes to cheese. She's very particular, whereas actually, I go cheap as chips.
I've changed over the years. I used to always get mainland cheese. I love my mainland cheese, but
she always says that, by the way.
I always get cheap ones now, always, except for my Parmesan. I get, but even then, I think we go for cheap ones.
It's like $10 a packet for like the nicer ones, whereas I get like the $1 cheap bloody plastic one Parmesan cheese, but look, it satisfies me, so that's my main thing.
I think what would be my go-to foods, I'm a girl that loves, I'm the same actually, I love my pasta. I love my gnocchi.
Yeah, it's actually
I love
a
carbonara gnocchi with a good amount of parmesan, and also it has to be pancetta. Is it pancetta? Not bacon. I prefer it with like proper like
pancetta or prosciutto.
Yeah, even that. I prefer.
Or you like pancetta?
Yeah, or even ham. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't mind bacon every once, but the bacon has to be cooked properly. It has to be.
It has a little crunch at least to it, not like soft and
And then something that Jess made the other day is like a good steak and veggies and like a mashed potato
basic,
or like a beef brisket, you know, like something beefy.
100%. I agree with that.
So and then
Shani and I make really good gnocchi as well.
do. We've mastered it actually
now,
and we've mastered breakfast because we can make eggs Benedict no problem too as well. 100%. So we've done that pretty well as well. But I think, and for my dessert, I don't eat as much dessert as I used to. I got a comfort drink. I like a frozen Coke, like a frozen Coke. I'm a girl.
Yeah, fair enough.
But but I got to be smart with that because I've got type 1 diabetes, and if I have a full sugar one, it likes to shoot up. So I'm glad that McDonald's, they're great because they've got no sugar options, which I don't always go for. But if I need to,
at least the options there.
Yeah. So
100%.
All right, my lovely.
All right. Well, what's your favorite season? This is just a basic question.
Winter.
She's a winter.
You ask me any season of the year, it is winter. I am a bigger girl and I get hot so easily, and I prefer winter. I prefer being able to warm myself up, and then if I get hot, I can just take off. When you're hot, you're hot. You can't fix it. You're at the beach, you're hot. You can't fix it. Obviously, you're not going to go to the beach in winter, but that's another story, right? If you're out in public, right, you can't get yourself cool. Like, it's just, and you're yucky. You feel yuck. At least with winter, you can warm yourself up. You can have hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Like, if it's pouring down with rain, you got the day off. Absolutely. No, winter. 100% winter.
I agree with that. But also, Shani, fun fact, is when we used to go over and do sleepovers when we were nice and young at 16 years old. I think I know younger than that. She would have her aircon on during winter, and we would be like we were in the movie Frozen. Absolutely freezing.
Yep.
So, but I think she's gotten a lot better with that. She doesn't do that as much anymore.
But I think it was also me getting snapped at by my mum for using the air conditioning during winter and sending our electricity bill through the roof.
I couldn't imagine.
It was not great. Really not. And at the time she was working and her partner at the time was working too, and that was not fun. No. And they're like, why do you have it? I'm like, because I'm sleeping with it on. I think it's because, not that I necessarily wanted the room to be freezing cold, it was because I wanted a noise to sleep with. So I find I'm still a fan sleeper, but the other night I literally had to go to bed without the fan because it was so cold in Melbourne, and that's showing like clearly, you know, I'm getting better, but I still need a fan to help me sleep because I find the noise, the white noise is what it is.
Yeah, I think the same with me now too. I think the tables have turned, and now I'm a fangirl.
Yeah.
Even during winter, I get so hot at night now, unfortunately
I've done that to her
too. But mine would be autumn because I love the change of the colors of the trees when you got like the oranges and the purples. And then I like the fact that it's like one day it might be cold and the next day you might have that glimpse of sunshine. Like yesterday I sat in the sun and it was lovely.
I get that.
Autumn for me.
I think in America they call it fall, actually. They don't really call it autumn, they call it fall. And I think for us, we'd probably appreciate autumn that little bit more if they did things like that. Because they do like pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah.
They do like pumpkins, like things like, they make it all like orangey. I would love if we did that more in Australia.
Yeah, we don't really do that. Like I see obviously seasonal changes in the Macca's menus and stuff, and like where they might do pumpkin spice every now and then. But it's not
big.
I still haven't tried a pumpkin spice. I want to, but I want to
save it for America. I think if I ever want to go to America, that's where I would save it.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
But yeah, Jess, I think that's the end of our questions, is it?
Yeah, it is the end of the question. Funny thing is, Shani, I heard something this week that I think is absolutely bizarre.
Okay, hit me.
Yeah.
Laptop is closing.
Absolutely bizarre. So there's this new trend going on at the moment.
No. Oh no.
With men, okay?
Okay.
And it's called looks maxing. Can you guess anything what it would be around? It's called looks maxing.
Trying to look at someone as many times before they get maxed out. I don't
know. No, they literally are self-harming themselves to make their jawline and their bone structures a lot more prominent, so they look more manly. So they basically grab hammers or like, you know, punch themselves repetitively in certain places of their face to make them look snatched and like they've got a chiseled jaw. I can understand
if they were going to like professional, like, you know. Oh my. Oh, okay.
I saw that on like the weekly news this week, and I was like, I need to bring this up on the podcast because I thought Shani might have not seen that.
I've not seen this. I'm on TikTok so often.
Yeah, lock smacking, and I'd never seen it too. And then it just popped up. It's apparently a TikTok trend.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Is that when those people back in the day were trying to make themselves look like Ken and Barbie. This is exactly that again. Yeah, but it's called something different now.
Yeah,
because you know that person that made themselves literally look into a Ken doll?
And he's actually reversed everything now.
Has he?
Yeah, he's reversed everything.
But people have done it too as well. Yeah. But you know what? Once you do that to yourself, it's irreversible. Sometimes some things you can fix, but if you go up to a surgeon and say, I did this to myself, they're not going to be willing to help you as much because, you know, you've done it to yourself.
Yeah. But yeah, so it literally takes you apparently from like a true looking like to like a complete different looking guy. Like the transformations, I'll probably...
What's it called? Boy maxing?
It's called looks maxing. Some of the transformation videos is actually absurd and crazy that it could alter that much, but I'll put some videos up overlaying this, and yeah, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about.
Wow. Okay. See, some of these guys I'm looking at have definitely had it done professionally, but it's the ones that do it not professionally. You're stupid. I'm sorry. You're stupid.
And like
for doing
men are starting to like enhance their looks a lot more and starting to wear mascara and makeup, and it's apparently all a part of the looks trend at the moment. Looks maxing trend.
Jeez, I'll try and take the thing out, but
yeah,
my phone, Jess's phone, zoom in, like that jaw. It's just. Am I watching a Family Guy episode? Like, what's going on? You know, with Family Guy.
That's the best way to explain it. They look like cartoon figures. Like, it just doesn't.
They look like Quagmire. If you know the character Quagmire, is, you know.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
I'm waiting for them to say giggity and things like that afterwards. You know.
So yeah, so that was my little, I guess, interesting thing that I saw this week that I thought I'd bring up on the podcast. But
now, oh, actually, Jess. I think there's one more thing we've got to add to this podcast.
Oh no, what is it, Shani?
Our name.
Oh, our name. I almost forgot.
There you go.
How can I forget something about that? It's so exciting.
Well, right now it's Jess and Shani, and look, we can keep it that, but it's basic.
Boring, basic, the whole lot.
So, you know, as you guys know, we put out a poll and we had, how did we get here?
Yep.
2 Girls, No Plan and The Unexpected.
Yes.
And one of those did win by a landslide.
Yep.
Yep. And, well, I guess in a couple of weeks or so, you're going to see our new name, which is now officially
2 Girls, No Plan. So that's our new name, and that's going to be obviously uploaded now. And we've also got a cute little podcast logo now as well, which I'm so excited to share with you all as well.
It's very exciting.
So if you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure you go and follow our Instagram.
Yes,
Instagram, and our
TikTok. We've got everything. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We do need to get onto YouTube, so that will be our next thing.
100%.
Facebook, Spotify, as you said. Is there anything I've missed there?
Yeah, I think that's everything as of right now.
And Apple Music.
Yeah,
we'll be on Apple Music too
as well. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, we're excited to release that, and your support will be amazing. So if you could like, comment, share. We've already got such amazing support, which we posted a little post the other day with some fans already. So
any support is needed, and we're so grateful for everything. Like, we've had so many friends, family members, colleagues, some people that we don't even know say some really lovely things, and like we said, we're just doing this for some fun, and your support, it literally means the world to us. And
100%.
If you think there's anything we can improve on, if there's anything you'd like us to add, please let us know, because I definitely think we are the type that would love constructive criticism and things like that. And also, if there's anything you want to share, or hey, if you want to come on the podcast, you're more than welcome to.
Yes, we want to do guest speaking 100%.
Not anytime just yet, but definitely I think in the next few episodes or so, if everyone's enjoying it, we'll get some crazy guests on here,
we'll get some few new little people coming on.
Absolutely. So
joining us in these little podcasts.
telling you guys the stories as well, and just having a bit of fun.
Yeah. So thank you so much for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
Yes.
And goodbye.
Bye.